So I'm thinking about buying a pair of shoes. I'm stuck in between this pair of shoes and this pair of shoes. So if you had to pick between which shoes to buy, which one would you pick? Would you pick this one or would you pick this one? I'm gonna go ahead and take a guess that a majority of us would pick this one. And the reason why is because it uses a distinct color scheme that we've gone over. Okay, so today we're going to be actually continuing our discussion on color schemes. Okay, but before we get into our discussion on color schemes, we're going to be doing student shout outs. And for my student shout outs, what I want to do is take student work and give them a highlight on things that they've done really well, students who have asked for help, students who have gotten the work done and had a design that stood out. So without further ado, to start us off with our student shout out is going to be Akila Stapleton. And the reason why Akila's getting a shout out is one, because she's gone above and beyond for a couple days in a row now. For the last 2 days, she's reached out to me when she needed help, and also on her design, she used one of the color schemes that we talked about from the PowerPoint. So as I get more and more student work, I want to be giving more and more student shout outs. So Akila used the color scheme monochromatic in her background. And again, just a reminder, monochromatic is when you use different tints and shades of one color, and it's just that one color. So if we look at Akila's design, she has a monochromatic background because it starts off red in the top right-hand corner. And as you go to the bottom left-hand corner, it goes into a lighter pink. So I want to say that she used the gradient tool to create her background, which gave her that monochromatic background. But she also has some contrast in here with the green in the center design, contrasting with the background. So really great job doing that and using monochromatic color scheme in the background. But I will also want to give a shout out to Asia Almond for using symmetric balance. So her design, if you look at it, if you were to cut this image in half, it's going to be the same on both sides. So she used symmetric balance, but she also used some contrast. So while I would give some feedback on her design, saying that she could use a third color, I would say maybe in the middle to use that full triadic color scheme. She did a really great job with creating a symmetric balance. The next student shout out is going to go to Shamira Anderson. And again, also, Shamira Anderson did a great job at using symmetric balance. So if you were to cut this image in half as well, it would be the same on both sides. And it has while it has colors in the background, it doesn't necessarily use a specific color scheme, but overall, she did a great job using that design principle. So really great shout out to you guys. Um, Moving right along, we're going to be going into our presentation. So what we're going to be talking about today is color schemes. We're going to be continuing our lecture on color schemes. And we want to start out with how colors can portray emotions. So colors, according to Complex Magazine, can be used to portray emotions and also give nonverbal messages. So on the Complex website, they reference these different colors. So if we were to look at blue, the messages that are given off by using the colors blue are trust, smart, calm, faith, natural, stable. And if we were to go across, we know that, and we've been familiar with the color red. Red symbolizes love, immediacy, energy, sale, passion, anger, hunger. We see this often when we see a lot of restaurants. So we see that red when we see restaurants. For example, we see red when we see McDonald's in the McDonald's logo. We see